So this past week, my family and I went to Europe. We went to Paris and Switzerland. And I wanted to do a few plein air paintings because I did that one in one of my last videos, and I wanted to kind of make a practice of it, of whenever I travel to a new place, do at least one little plein air painting. And so my dad woke up with me early one day and filmed this, so thank you to him. And then my husband filmed the other one in the afternoon in Switzerland. This first painting is in Paris. This was the location. It was very beautiful. I think this is called the Seine River. And I just brought a few supplies. I brought my gouache palette that's in like the little Altoid case. And the last time I showed this, I got a few questions about where I got it. The little palette insert is a 3D printed palette, and I got it from Etsy. I can link the maker in the description. And then you can buy these little tins that are the same size as an Altoid container, or you can use an actual Altoid container. And it works really great for travel because it's so little. And then I brought a few water brushes. I brought the Neocolor crayons that I have, and a few Prismacolor colored pencils. And as you saw in a few of my last videos, I've been talking about how I haven't been feeling super inspired. And I feel like this trip really changed that. I got to go to a few museums, and seeing other people's artwork always reignites that little flame in me. We also got to visit Monet's house in France. It's in Giverny, France, and that was incredible. I feel like seeing what inspired Monet himself really kind of put a fire in me to start painting bigger, larger impressionist paintings again, like I used to do. But while I was still away, I just kept it in my sketchbook, and when I got back, I did a oil pastel drawing of a painting that I'm working on now in oil paint. So I'm sure I'll share that process with you, but in this video you'll see the sketch of kind of what I'd like to go for in the larger painting. But yeah, this was really, really nice and peaceful. We got coffee and a croissant from a bakery there that's called Beau and Me, and it's very delicious. I would definitely recommend going. All of the coffee here, I feel like has like a little bit of cocoa powder or something in it, because it was like a little chocolatey, and it was really, really lovely. It also wasn't too hot. In the Switzerland portion of the video, it was the afternoon, and it was so hot that all of my crayons were melting, and my husband's phone that we were filming on kept overheating. So it was a little bit more of a tough experience, but this first time in Paris was really, really lovely, and I feel like I like how the painting turned out, even though it's pretty simple. I also just wanted to say another thank you to my dad for waking up with me and filming me for a half hour this morning. It was very fun, little quality time, and he did such a good job filming, so I just wanted to put that in there. So the next location was in Switzerland, and this was where I chose to sit. That's my cousin Chloe saying hi to the video. And I figured that we would be able to see more mountains in Switzerland, but I didn't realize in Zurich, which is the city that we were staying, it's a little far from all of the Alps. So this landscape of what I chose to paint was kind of like the only pretty landscape that I felt like I could sit down in front of. There was a few beautiful parts, but it was like we were, on a tour or things like that where I couldn't like sit down for a half hour and film. So this was on a day that we went swimming in this lake, and it was absolutely lovely. It was such a hot day. Like I talked about in the beginning of the video, our phone kept like just turning off because of the heat, and all of my supplies were like melting. Also, I was struggling with the amount of boats and people and like buoys, all the stuff in the water. I definitely like cheated a little bit and did like a much simpler painting than what was in front of me. But it was still fun nonetheless, and I'm glad that I did it. I like how this sketchbook spread turned out. You'll see at the end of the video the final product. We never got to see Interlaken or Lauterbrunnen, which is the two like best parts of Switzerland to see the Alps, but it was really beautiful here, and we got to meet a lot of really amazing people, and it was a very nice trip all in all, and I'm very thankful that I got to do a little bit of painting while I was here. Again, thank you to my husband for filming this and taking the time to do this with me. It was all a vacation with my family, but it was sweet that everyone was willing to help me film a little bit while we were there. So we went to Monet's house in Giverny, France, and it was the most beautiful home, and it was so inspiring. I loved the kitchen especially, and I took this picture, and that is the drawing that we're going to be making together in this video, in this portion of the video. I wanted to make a full oil painting of this little copper pot and the blue and white tile, but before I made that, I wanted to do a smaller scale version just because I haven't made a large painting in a long time, and I honestly felt pretty intimidated. And I feel like oil pastel is like the best medium to use to force you to do impressionism, which is what my goal is for this painting that I'm making. I might make that painting another video, but for this video I just show the sketch of it, and I'm happy with how it turned out. I hope that the oil painting actually turns out in a way that I like, but I definitely even if it doesn't, I feel like going there really did spark more inspiration in me. So it was definitely a great experience. If you are planning a trip to Paris and you like art museums or art in general, I would definitely recommend making the trip here. It's in Giverny, France, so it's about an hour train ride from Paris, but you can do it in a day there and back, and you can see everything there. It won't feel like too rushed or anything, but you get to see, I think it's like a 2-mile span of the gardens, and then you see in his house, and they redid everything in his house, I think according to his writings, but you see recreations of a lot of his paintings, and I love the way that the whole house is painted. All of the walls and floors are different colors, and it was very, very inspiring. The whole kitchen is all blue and the whole dining room is all yellow. So if you're in a little bit of a creative rut, it's an amazing place to even just watch videos about. But also if you are going to Paris, I would definitely recommend going out there. We had gone to the Louvre, and I don't know if I'm just like uneducated, but I didn't realize that the Louvre is all artworks from before 1848, I think is the year. And so they have no Impressionism, they have no Van Gogh, they have no Monet in the Louvre because their artworks weren't famous at the time. They weren't made at the time. So it's all, it's an amazing museum, but if you want to see Van Gogh and Monet's art, you'd have to go to the Musée d'Orsay, I think it's called, in Paris, and you'll see, I think there's like 20 or 30 paintings just from Monet in that museum. So it depends on what you want to see, but the Louvre is amazing, and so is the other one, but that was something I didn't know. I don't know if that's common knowledge. The last thing that I did on this page was glue in our little train ticket, our subway ticket, and just to hold a little bit of a souvenir, a little memory. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was very fun to make because I got to travel for it, and I feel finally inspired again, so hopefully that means better videos to come and more fun art content for you guys. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and give it a like, and I will see you in the next one.